Bottomless. That's how it felt after FTX collapsed in November of 2022. What can we learn so we can power on in the future and ensure that we crush crypto markets and investing together? And surprisingly, nothing new. Absolutely nothing new. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. We don't have to learn a new language. You don't have to put your socks on and then off and then on again. You don't have to do anything crazy. You just gotta buy and hodl. It really is that simple. Bottomless. That's what it felt down here. We had no booty, no posterior, no rear end, no rump, nothing. No legs to stand on. It was game over. It was game over. It was over, friends. This is what it looked like. You think it was easy, man? You think it was easy? This is what the chart was. Yeah. Find me a bull. Find me a bull. Nobody dared to say this was the end. No one. Darkness everywhere. Luckily for you, I made a post to relive it for you. Wouldn't you like to see what people were saying? And before we go through this, firstly, remember you're my friend. Subscribe if you haven't. And secondly, look at the clout level of the people posting the messages. The people posting these messages are revered in crypto society. Their opinions matter. They've been here for more than 3 cycles. 2010, 11, 12, 13. The poorest person on this list is worth $20 million. The poorest. Okay? Everyone. They're smarter than you. They're richer than you. They know the space more than you. They know more people than you and me. Okay? They're so connected. And their testicles shrunk up like little bitches. Okay? And the right thing to do was to stare them all in the face like I did and said, I have a peanut brain, but I ain't clicking the sell button. You are going to have to come here. You're literally going to have to put a gun to my head. And you know what? I still won't do it. No water pistol to my head is going to make you click that sell button. Let's go. So I made this artwork for you. Etched from crypto tears of pain and agony. That's what was going on. Capitulation was thought to be the end. I was tweeting like a madman going, wow. Yes, I'm so depressed, but friends, this is actually the birth of a new cycle right now. We're actually starting the bull market, but none of you will believe it. I said it in my tweet messages. I said it in the audio. I said it to everyone. This is the new beginning. The movie now ends. This is the credits rolling. And you know what everybody said? They said, no. This is the start of the avalanche. We've got a whole extra extension of 1 year bear market to come. It's going to get way worse. Way worse. All right. So I was yelling from the rooftops, man. And that's why this is literally bottomless. I want you to just feel it. You know, can we zoom in? Feel the pain, friends. Feel the pain. You know, this thing doesn't even let me do it. Look. Look. It's funny. I'm going to have to zoom in. Really going to have to zoom in. Doesn't matter, right? Very top left. You got to feel it, man. You really got to feel it. Here. Peter Schiff. He said this is not a crypto winter. This is the crypto extinction. Okay? This is SBF. Hey, y'all. We're filing for bankruptcy. See yous. Right? Kobe. After 10 years, I think today is the first day where I thought I actually might be thinking it's done. Right? Gone. Clark. If you are in alts, get the F out. This is financial advice. And by the way, that was the wrong move. You should have been buying. Snowden made the same tweet that he did at the bottom of the zombie virus. And this is what this post was, showing the zombie virus, and we went up only. BlockFi, bankrupt. Keyboard Monkey is worth over 20 million. He goes, in my opinion, it's probably time to pack it up and just move your trading capital besides long-term bags to greener pastures. Crypto is effing dead on arrival for a long while. Given up. Frank Shapiro. Anyone else feel like they're literally done with this space? Yeah. I hear you, brother. We all are. GCR just posted a Wall Street chart. Jim Cramer says investors should cash out on crypto while they can. It was literally the low. Tom Brady removes laser eyes. They host a Twitter Spaces. By the way, this is a very, very strong bottom signal I've noticed. This is actually one of the clearest bottom signals. When you see Twitter Spaces of people appearing, it's a very good indicator. You know why? Because people are so euphoric, they go to social places they don't normally go, and they hang around people they don't normally hang with. So here you got Peter Schiff with these other people saying, let's discuss the demise of crypto. Tell me why you're still hodling. You know, obviously Pete's euphoric. He's like, oh yeah, let me swim in it, man. Ramp Capital. Crypto died today. I don't see how it recovers from this. Generational wealth evaporated. Trust evaporated. Barstools. Is the FTX crash the end of crypto? It just has like random normies. Oh, look at the dog walk. Charlie. It gives me great pleasure to say I told you so about the cryptocurrencies being a scam, and I called it 9 years ago. I didn't read that part. Bitcoin was like $50. And it's like, yes, I told you it was a scam at $50. Now that it's crashed down to $15,000, you're an idiot. You know, I always heard this saying, man. Some people are just born to lose. No matter what you do, man. You can literally give them a bazooka in their hand and make the other person roll over and kill themselves. They'll still find a way to lose. They'll literally still find a way not to win. And another very strong indicator, right? The Economist. They actually put crypto's downfall. Look at these comments going down. This is like, wow, this is such a rare sign. So, you're watching this and you're thinking, well, what can we do, friend? What can we do, sir? What can we do? I don't need to really do anything. I just need you to remember something. Recall the popularity of the names. Everyone there is rich. Everyone. Kobe's a billionaire. Peter Schiff's probably worth $400 to $700 million. He hinted at something like that. Barstool's $100 million. Tom Brady had $200 million. Everybody's just insanely wealthy here. Like the whole list. Everyone's just rich. Really, really, really wealthy. They'd made it. Multiple cycles, they'd made it. And in the community, crypto community, those people talking, you know, they got some weight behind them. They got followers. And guess what? Bottom. You know. Now, if you're listening to this, yeah, maybe crypto still does bottom, but I just need you to know, like, look what it did, man. Like, you know, you're watching this now. Okay, maybe it's not the bottom. Maybe it actually comes back down, but yeah, all the signs, man. All the signs. All the signs. So I want to look back in the future and think, you know, was that the bottom? Don't know, but man, after going through all those messages, do you feel the weight of that? Do you feel everyone giving up? Because, look, you know, everyone, including me, we thought the bull market was going to go higher. I knew it was running out of time, but I thought the price was going to go higher. But you know what? The 4-year cycle prevailed. Even though everyone knew about it, and even though you think it's priced into the market, the 4-year cycle prevailed. So now, I guess, you just think about it. You go, well, time's up, man. Bitcoin, if you wanted to go to $10,000, you had your chance. You had your chance. What else do you want? You had record rate hikes. You had war. You had inflation. You had Luna UST collapse, a stablecoin collapse. You had Celsius go under. $105 billion with Luna UST and Celsius, right? You had all of that. And then BlockFi, Voyager. And then you had the world's biggest Ponzi collapse. Come on, man. Come on. You had enough time. I think Bitcoin's downside volatility is slowing down because people understand it more. And that makes sense, you know. It's a third cycle prophecy of Bitcoin. It didn't hit 100K, not enough irrational exuberance because people understand it. And yeah, people aren't going to give it away for 10K because they know you're sitting there to buy it back up. It is what it is. Don't forget that. Okay? You might not be listening to me in 10 years. I might not even be alive. But just remember my message, man. Investing is just a game. It's just a game. It will test your character. You have to stand in front of the red candles if you want to make it. Okay? You have to stand here. Do you know how many people, these are weekly candles of Bitcoin, right? No, monthly. Do you know how many people said this is really, really bad? I want you to feel it with me, okay? When November, I want you to feel it. Do you know how bad this was? Every single person was talking about this candle all over Twitter. Every single person said, this is really bad, guys. Like, we have closed under this level on a monthly. It's like, whoa. Look out below. The worst is yet to come. And I was saying, nah, I think the best is yet to come. And you're poopy heads. And yeah, a peanut brain like me is calling you a poopy head. And I'm going to stand by this. Be funny. It should be funny if that's the actual real low. We'll just go up from here. So, you know, you aren't going to learn from next time. I want to think about all those experienced people and their raw emotions coming out. None of them helped you. Reading their messages helped no one. If you sat here and just saying, I'm just going to keep buying and I don't care what news. Like, literally, unless a comet is about to hit Earth, I'm going to keep buying. I'm not going to look at the news. Those are the people who kill it. But I know that's unrealistic to expect everyone to love crypto so much that you're not going to pay attention to anyone. Because you want to buy into stuff early and get an idea, right? But unfortunately, a lot of the negative information seeps in. And it plagues the fields, right? It really corrodes and poisons everyone. And I understand why, man. Fear spreads. I felt it. Everyone felt it. But look, it was a wrong move again. Once again. It was a wrong move here, right? The worst is yet to come. Wrong move to sell here. Wrong move to sell here, right? Mt. Gox collapse. Wrong move to sell here. Wrong move to sell, and like everyone thought it was a crypto Ponzi and everything. The wrong move has been to sell this asset class still growing, you know? So just think about that from now on, because the numbers are just going to get higher in the future. But you are going to have to face a different set of news. See, maybe next time, friends, we don't get so lucky. And you're probably thinking, lucky, that was dangerous. But yeah, look, that was a leverage player wiping out, right? I was on Twitter. I was telling everyone every day, hey, man, the blockchain still works. There is nothing wrong with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, with smart contracts, with DeFi. Nothing is wrong. It's all working as intended. It's beautiful. The solutions we made are still working great. It's just a couple of leveraged degens. They got wrecked and they took everything down with it. But I know those words trying to calm everyone do not speak through the fear. But I could stand there with conviction. Even though, man, I was sweating bullets. I was sweating bullets, right? I could stand there with conviction. I was saying, I don't care. I know it's the worst is yet to come and everything's exploding. But the blockchain still work, man. Screw you guys. It was that maybe next time we don't get it that easy, friends. You know, I'm just speculating here. Maybe next time, maybe Bitcoin goes a bit too high. I don't know. Maybe it goes a bit too high. And maybe the government says, yeah, we're actually going to ban you. I don't know. And it scares everyone. You see what I mean? And then the true believers are going to have to be. Because the true believers are going to hold, even if the government tries to like verbally say they'll ban. Because the true believers are going to have to believe that enough of the population is going to revolt against the government. Like, by the way, this story I'm talking about, this ain't no fantasy. I've been dreaming about this nightmare scenario since I got in here. But I've been telling all my friends and family, and now you, right? That story I'm talking about, where the people have to revolt to keep Bitcoin and get their freedom and liberty back, this is a long way away. Don't like sit on the sidelines, because if you sit on the sidelines long enough, you might have to face that one. And I don't know if you're going to be ballsy enough to hold, right? But this one's easy. This is just, we're too small compared to the rest of the world, right? You know, stock market's still 100 trillion. Bitcoin's, you know, crypto, it's all together is under 1 trillion now. Like, we're still so small. Perhaps we become a threat when we're 10 to 25 trillion, and the government's like, oh crap, this thing's almost as big as the stock market of USA. We've got to clamp it down. But right now we're tiny. We're so tiny, man. Maybe that's the next wave. We've got to worry about that. So it's unfortunate. You can see like the big Mike Tyson glove coming to your face. But if you stand in front of this train now, and it's not too late, at least you can be taking profit in the new Euphoria when the late skeptics come, when they start buying Bitcoin spot ETF, when people start learning about the digital bond narrative of Ethereum and all this yield and stuff, when they start growing and Ethereum starts competing with Apple App Store, when we actually start fleshing stuff out, when more than one country adopts Bitcoin as a cryptocurrency and Africa and all this stuff, once it's it starts to be put in universities, it starts to flesh itself out more. Once we start to get that, then we've got a whole another can of worms to worry about. Right now, there's so many people still calling it a Ponzi scam, which is beautiful. That's how early we are, right? But eventually they won't. Eventually they say, all right, time's up. Mr. Government, that's it. Just literally, I know you can't ban it, but just say you're banning it. Just say it. I just want people to see the words that you're banning it and to see how they react. And you know how they're going to react, friends. They're going to sell it, big fat red candle, right? But if you get in now, you don't have to think about that. You are buying the blood right here. Until next time, friends.